Hello, horror fans, and welcome to the Horror Channel. So in this video, I want to explain to you about the Horror Channel, what I have plans for this. I did do a short on this a little bit where I explained why I created the Horror Channel, and I wanted to do another video, like a video, and go a little more in depth with what I want to do with the Horror Channel. So I'm Greg, and I also run the Fanscene Vids YouTube channel, and I've been really wanting to talk a lot of horror lately. And I've been noticing with a lot of horror outlets, bigger outlets and whatnot, that it kind of feels like they're starting to look down on the fans a little bit, or just like brush them to the side over their concerns over things like recently there was some stuff that came out with Jamie Lee Curtis and the Halloween movies, the newer ones. She said some stuff and it kind of ruffled some feathers, which Jamie Lee Curtis does. To be honest, Jamie Lee Curtis does this a lot with the Halloween franchise and horror movies. She doesn't like horror movies, and she really only takes Halloween jobs because of that. And honestly, I think the horror movies moved past Laurie Strode. The Halloween movies moved past Laurie Strode in the 80s it was Donald Pleasant's franchise. But it's always good to see Laurie Strode come back into the into the fray, and I think H2O was the best of that, right? But like some of the horror outlets I noticed were like, oh, fans, get a grip, read the whole article, don't just read the headline. And I kind of felt like they were being very dismissive toward fans. And then a lot of stuff with Scream 7, which I'm not going to get into, but there's like arguments on both sides, and I love Scream 7 and everything, but I also felt like it was being bashed unnecessarily by biases, and they were letting their biases get into the way of actually reviewing and looking at the movie. Now, whether you like the movie or not, or you hated the movie, or like the other cast, that's cool. You're all welcome here. I'm not about separating, right? I love horror fans, and I love the conversations we have, whether we like movies or whether we hate movies, because the horror fandom is the best fandom I've ever seen. And one of the reasons I started this channel was to get back into that conversation of horror and fans, because we love so much horror, different genres. We are fans of many different things, and sometimes we don't agree, but we're always pretty chill towards each other, right? And in some cases, yeah, we can get into a big thing, but most time horror fans are pretty chill for each other. And what I would like to do with this channel is I would like to talk to you guys about my love of horror, because I love the 80s and 90s horror. I love the 50s horror and the 50s sci-fi, which, like I mentioned in my short, was sort of inspiration for John Carpenter, Joe Dante, and so many other directors that created such great horror hits. And I kind of think those go hand in hand as history of horror. And I would like to, talk a little bit about that and Universal Monsters, do some movie reviews of some of my favorite horror movies. Hopefully ones that haven't been done to death on here. Maybe do some reviews of newer movies, spotlight indie horror movies. Do some reviews of indie horror movie, because I'm a big supporter of indie horror. And also I would like to do interviews with people in the horror world, from actors and directors, and whoever else I can get a hold of. I would like to do interviews with that and everything. I would like to really create this channel and build it up. I know it's very daunting. It's the Horror Channel. So many people use that name. So many people are into horror, just like so many people are into physical media. It's a daunting task, and I would like to build this channel up into becoming something like the slogan I've been using, the new home for horror fans. I would like to build it into something. I cannot create a mega horror outlet. I would love to be like a Fangoria or something. From back in the day. I can't do that, right? I don't have the funds or the capital, but I can make a YouTube channel. And if my YouTube channel does grow, and, I'm also on Instagram, so they go hand in hand. If it grows, maybe I can create something like that. Maybe I can create an online horror channel magazine, and have the YouTube here and Instagram, and maybe create podcasts and interviews and articles and stuff to bring all this horror together, right? So that's one of the reasons I really started this. Will it happen? I don't know, but I'm going to have fun with this channel and talk horror and build it up. And one of the best ways I know I can do that before I can get into all the podcasting and all that stuff is to make videos and talk about horror, and that build my audience and my trust with you guys. So I hope you guys come along and maybe hit that subscribe button and follow and share and leave your comments, and let's just talk horror and have a terrific good time, because horror fans are awesome, right? We're great. So let me know what you guys think about all this in the comment section down below. And if you're going to sub up, please let me know that too, because I want to thank you guys. But please share this video out and everything. Like, comment, share, all that good stuff. Subscribe. Always support horror and physical media, because they are the superior formats. And I will catch you guys on the next time, my maniacs. Godspeed.